This is who we are. Now.
Welcome back to the channel. Thank you everyone for being here. If you are here because you're a Whelp fan, you're in the minority. If you're here because you're an Eminem fan, well, you're about to have your minds blown because we got the goods. Yeah. This is from one of our patrons who has requested a song through our request form. If you go down to the bottom of this video, you can go do the same as this person. This is from Heather. Heather says, hey guys, I have another Eminem request, Deja Vu, from his 6th album, Relapse, released in 2009. There's a 4-year gap since his previous album, and in this song, he addresses his struggle with drug addiction. Eminem began battling prescription pill addiction in the early 2000s. In 2006, his childhood best friend, Deshaun, was shot and killed. Oh, boy. I didn't know that.
Jeez.
In 2007, he suffered a near-fatal methadone overdose and relapsed a few weeks later. He officially got sober in 2008 and has been sober for 17 years.
Oh, wow.
Didn't know
Good for
any
him.
of that. Yeah. Wow, interesting. So Deja Vu is kind of like revisiting that, I'm guessing?
Probably. Maybe he's revisiting his addiction and his, Well, the lyrics will tell us something, I'm sure. Oh, here we got someone saying this, that Deja Vu is one of their favorite top Eminem tracks. There you go. Cool.
Oh.
Thanks, Mary.
Okay.
DMC, we have a mid-30s male found down, unresponsive, possible overdose, substance unknown, pulse is 60 and thready, respiration's 8, he's intubated, and we're bagging him now. BP 90 over palp, patient is cool, pale, and diabetic, has aspirated, GSC is 3, we'll update en route, ETA 10 minutes.
As I fall deeper into a manic state, I'm a prime candidate for the gene to receive the drug addict trait. Blood pressure climbs at a dramatic rate. I seem to gravitate to the bottle of NyQuil, then I salivate. Start off with the NyQuil, like I think I'll just have a taste. Couple of sips of that, then I gradually graduate to a harder prescription drug called Valium, like yeah, that's great. I go to just take one and I end up like having 8. Now I need something in my stomach cause I haven't ate. Maybe I'll grab a plate of nachos and I'll have a steak. And you think that with all I have at stake. Look at my daughter's face. Mommy, something is wrong with Dad, I think. He's acting weird again, he's really beginning to scare me. Won't shave his beard again and he pretends he doesn't hear me. And all he does is eat Doritos and Cheetos, and he just fell asleep in his car eating 3 Musketeers in a rear seat.
Sometimes I feel so alone, I just don't know. Feels like I've been down this road before. So lonely and cold, it's like something takes over me as soon as I go home and close the door. Kinda feels like deja vu. I wanna get away from this place I do, but I can't and I won't. Say I try, but I know that's a lie, cause I don't. And why I just don't know.
Maybe just a nice cold brew. What's a beer? That's a devil in my ear. I've been sober a fucking year, and that fucker still talks to me. He's all I can fucking hear. Marshall, come on, we'll watch the game. It's the Cowboys and Buccaneers. And maybe if I just drink half, I'll be half buzzed for half of the time. Who's the mastermind behind that little line? With that kind of rationale, man, I got half a mind to have another half a glass of wine. Sounds asinine, yeah, I know, but I never had no problem with alcohol. Ouch, look out for the wall, aim for the couch, about to fall. I miss the couch and down, I go looking like a bouncing ball. Shit must have knocked me out, cause I ain't feel the ground at all. Wow, what the fuck happened last night? Where am I? Man, fuck am I hungover, and goddamn I got a headache. Shit, have a Vicodin? Why can't I? All systems ready for takeoff, please stand by.
Sometimes I feel so alone, I just don't know. Feels like I've been down this road before. So lonely and cold, it's like something takes over me as soon as I go home and close the door. Kinda feels like deja vu. I wanna get away from this place I do, but I can't and I won't. Say I try, but I know that's a lie, cause I don't. And why I just
so I
don't
take a
know.
Vicodin splash, it hits my stomach and couple of weeks go by, it ain't even like I'm getting high. Now I need it just not to feel sick, yeah I'm getting by. Wouldn't even be taking this shit if Deshaun didn't die. Oh yeah, there's an excuse, you lose, proof so you use. There's new rules, it's cool if it's helping you to get through. It's 12 noon, ain't no harm in self-inducing a snooze. What else is new? Fuck it, what would Elvis do in your shoes? Now here I am 3 months later, full-blown relapse. Just get high until the kids get home from school, homes relax. And since I'm convinced that I'm an insomniac, I need these pills to be able to sleep, so I take 3 naps just to be able to function throughout the day. Let's see, that's an Ambien each nap. How many value? 3? and that will average out to about 1 good hour's sleep. Okay, so now you see the reason how come he has taken 4 years to just put out an album. Beat, see me and you, we almost had the same outcome. Cause that Christmas, you know the whole pneumonia thing, it was Bologna. Was it the methadone you think? But a hydrocodone, you hide inside your pornos, your VCR tape cases with your Ambien CR. Great places to hide them, ain't it? So you can lie to Haley. I'm going Betty by Whitney, baby. Good night, Elena. Go in the room and shut the bedroom door and wake up in an ambulance. They said they found me on the bathroom floor. Damn.
Sometimes I feel so alone, I just don't know. Feels like I've been down this road before. So lonely and cold, it's like something takes over me soon as I go home and close the door. Kinda feels like deja vu. I wanna get away from this place I do, but I can't and I won't. Say I try, but I know that's a lie, cause I don't. And why I just don't know.
Well, I can totally see. Yeah. I can see why that's a fan favorite.
Oh yeah.
That one seems like, pretty classic Eminem, the storytelling, painting this picture, obviously through his rhymes and his music. It kind of touches on a few themes that people who've been in those situations or even have similar situations where they feel down or you feel like you've got an addiction of some kind that like kind of controls them and they don't really see any other way out of it. It's interesting to hear some of the rationales that he gives, which is a very common thing for not just addicts, but human beings in general. We often feel like there's this unspoken thing. I can't remember the line exactly, but it's like, you need it to heal. I mean, he's justified, right? Because his friend died. So
Yeah.
using these pills in the initial stages, yeah, it's acceptable. It's a societal expectation almost. Like you have to use stuff in order to get through it. That's just the way it is. And that's such a lie. It's a blatant lie. Are there certain members of society that think that? Yeah. But we kind of inflate the parts that we want to know and want to be true so that we can kind of make it true so that it fits our mindset. And that's very common with addicts and with justification patterns in general. I thought that was interesting. It's very true. He's not making any of that up just to sell records. It's the real deal.
Oh, of course, yeah. I mean, this is a very personal song. He's exposing himself, laying himself out there to the public, the struggles he went through. And I hope this a song, and I sure it did, somebody help somebody with their own struggles with addiction. And Eminem's sort of showing, if I went through this, even though I'm a celebrity with popularity and money or whatever, my fame, addiction affects me too. It affected me, and this is how it got me. Don't let it get you this way. It's just half a beer. I'll just have half a beer. All these triggers, all these excuses. We're just going to watch. Well, it's a football game. We're just that's what you do with a football game. You got to have a beer. Well, just have half a beer. So I'll only have half a buzz. So it's only half the damage. He also mentioned, I forget the exact lyric, but he mentioned his poor daughter at the time, seeing daddy in a different state. He talked about having a steak and nachos, and clever word, Brian, where he says, what's at stake? My daughter, my family, because now my kid doesn't, why does dad look like a hobo in the sense he's growing his beard out? He's in the back of the seat of a car with the Snickers hanging out of his mouth or whatever it was. But so very obviously autobiographical. I would assume to a certain degree, if not all of it. I don't know how much of that was made up to make the point. I think it's everything he's probably experienced with relapse. So, and it's great that he's been sober for 17 years. That's fantastic. But I've never been a quote unquote addicted to alcohol or drugs. But those who I've heard enough stories, obviously through the medium of television and books and autobiographies. And it's unfortunate because apparently once you're an alcoholic, as they say, you always are, meaning it's a battle. It's something that's always in the back of their minds. It's a decision every day they make. I will not do this. Of course, everyone's different, but I've heard that from some people who have expressed I'm an alcoholic, but I haven't had a drink in 20 years is what they're saying. The idea that this is what I am, but I will not have a drink. I applaud these people, but I applaud people who overcome that because that's a strength that maybe I don't even have. Maybe I'm grateful I'm not I don't know if I have the strength to claw my way out of that. So, give people credit for being in that depth of addiction and struggle. And then like Marshall Mathers, 17 years later, they're clean and sober and healthy, and that they got out of it, because I can only imagine the climb out is very difficult. Yeah. So great stuff, Eminem. Good to hear that you're doing well. I knew he had troubles. I didn't realize they were that bad, in the sense where, like, I didn't know that he was like that close to death even. Oh, I also want to say at the beginning of the song, he did something that Motley Crue did. Nikki Sixx from Motley Crue. Obviously, he's OD'd, I think, 3 times. I think he's been pronounced dead twice. He's still alive. He was addicted to heroin. He's been very open about it. I'm 99% sure he's obviously clean and sober now. He doesn't do heroin anymore. I would assume not. I've seen him. He looks very healthy for 60-something. But that being said, he's talked about his heroin addictions. And on the Motley Crue album, the album opens up with the same thing that Eminem did here, with the call to the doctor's heart rate, all this stuff. It's right before Dr. Feelgood. You hear the pulse below D, doctor's coming. It's him reenacting his near death. So it's interesting. Eminem did the same thing. That's all. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. That's good. Not that it's good.
I'm glad they had those problems. I'm glad.
I'm glad.
So we can enjoy their music.
Yeah. Yeah. From the ashes of the fire rises the phoenix.
Sure. Yeah. Well, actually, we should say this, because there's been many artists. We could name tons right now. We won't, but there's who have succummed to the drugs.
Oh, yeah.
We've lost them. You and I. Well, Stone Temple Pilots singer, Alice in Chains singer. I mean, we can go Jim Morrison. We can go on to Amy Winehouse. How many people have been lost to the drugs?
If anything, Eminem's being able to maintain sobriety is a testament to whether or not you need drugs in order to perform. There's a thing out there that it makes things worse. I've had arguments with people where they're like, no, you don't understand. They can't actually access their creativity unless they're on the stuff. It helps them to like make better content. And while it might make it slightly more like obscure what they're trying to say, I don't know if I agree with it. I think I disagree with it, but that's just me. Anyway, thanks for this. This is just 2 guys reacting to stuff. If you'd like to do that and listen to us fumble our way through another reaction, there is a way that you can do that by clicking the link below, and it'll take you where you need to go. We'll see you in the next one.